I get very real. I'm just like, I'm done. Let's stop talking about family. There is no family. I feel like we make it very, very clear what our relationship is, and it's very freeing for me.
Welcome back to Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap. Guys, we are just keeping the Jersey train going because tonight is the reunion and we need all the tea. So we have none other than Melissa Gorga. Welcome.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Melissa, we have so much to talk about. The reunion it starts. Are you nervous to watch it? 3 parts.
3 parts. It is insane. I have to say, it reminded me of like the old school reunions when everything was just chaos and mayhem. Like Andy lost it. I mean, he completely lost it during this reunion. It's definitely one of the ones for the books. Definitely.
Wait, there's like a video of him going like this, right? Like a clip where he's just
like he looks like a toddler screaming, like because someone took his candy away. Yes.
I know.
Freaks in it. And I get why. You know what? They were, it was at that point, I think it was Margaret and Teresa like screaming across, and everybody was just like, oh my God, we can't even, like, we don't even know what anybody's saying. So he like lost it, you know?
It looked like it was so crazy. And we know Joe was there and all the guys were there. What can you tell us went down with the boys?
Yeah, because he walked off.
Yeah, he walked off because he got very insulted over something his sister said to him. He felt like she was putting him down, and he got insulted, and he was just like, I'm out of here. And Andy literally chased him and was like, no, like, we want you, we need you, like, please don't leave. And it just, you know, it's hard. This is why it's so hard with family, you know, because we take it a little bit deeper, more personal. So yeah, he left. He was just like, I'm done. Like, I don't need to do this. And, you know, Andy, of course, you know, chased after him. So you'll have to see how that goes.
I hate seeing Joe upset. It stresses me out.
Really, and like he's not because he's mine, but he really is like a good-hearted. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He really means well, you know. So he just like, I feel like he has that like passion in him where he gets like if you don't know him, you could be like, whoa, but he's just so like intense. He's a good human. He really is.
I know. He cares a lot, which is why he, you know, gets so upset. But so Melissa, you've been on this show now for I don't even know how many seasons. Like,
well, I've been on for 12 years. I started 2010. So.
That's insane. You were, I think, my age when you started, which is so weird to me because, like, when I was watching you, I thought you were so old. But like,
right. Yeah. I was like, how old are you?
31. I think you were around
31. I was 31 when I started the show. Yes.
It's so insane. So how would you describe this season based off compared to the other seasons?
I mean, this season, I feel like you're going to get a lot of truth. I have to be honest, especially listen, Teresa and I have been on this show for a very long time. I feel like our relationship can get confusing to a lot of people. So I feel like we make it very, very clear what our relationship is. And it's very freeing for me, I have to say. I really like how the reunion turns out because I feel like it's honest, it's true, and it's freeing. I don't know any other word. Like, just you feel free, you know?
Because where do you guys stand? Because I mean, I feel like you're saying it was freeing because I mean, Teresa in the past, she said that you weren't a bridesmaid because you guys are sister-in-laws and that's just kind of it. There's not really that much of a friendship other than that. Is that where you kind of stand with her, and where do you guys stand after the reunion?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We are sister-in-laws. That's what we are. And we never really, I think everyone was rooting for us to be besties, but it doesn't always happen. And I think we're honest finally with saying like, it hasn't happened. It's not gonna happen. And we're both okay with that, you know? And I think, you know, of course it was a little like nudge when you find out like, just that she was having all of her other sister-in-laws that she just met in and their husbands and like whatever. It was like I was the only one that wasn't going to be in. So of course for a minute I was like, all right, but like I am happy for her And would I do it differently? Yes, but that's me. Or that's what makes, like, we're not all the same. Whether I loved her to death as not as a bestie, I would still have put her in the wedding if I was putting everyone else. That's just me. For real. Like, not everybody works that way. You understand?
Right.
Like, I would have did it just for Joe, because it's like, let me not leave out my only brother's wife. So that's where the feelings come in a little bit. But to be honest, at the end of the day, I'm happy for her. It's her wedding. Good for you. I hate putting on a bridesmaid's dress. Who wants to wear one? Let's be real. So it's like, I'm good, but like at first when I heard it, it's just, listen, we've been through a lot through the years. There's been a lot of good and bad, but definitely good memories with us, our children's Christmases. So it's a little sad that it turned out this way. I'm okay with it, but it's a little sad.
Are you guys still going to the wedding though?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. Of course we're still going to go. Yeah.
What did you think of just kind of, it did feel like, I have no sides, but it did feel like there was a lot of like Louis discussion throughout the entire season.
Right.
Did you reach a point where you were kind of like, all right, we see it, it's there, she doesn't want to talk about it, let's just stop bringing it up?
100%. I would say to Margaret all the time, like, who cares? Like, who cares what he did in his past? Like, right. I don't care. I never cared throughout the whole thing. And I'm like, but the only thing is, you have to get it. If you're on a reality TV show and you're filming and you're putting together, like, asking for the hand in marriage and the dates on the boats, we're not just going to show the good. That you have to get as well. Although I wouldn't have been the Margaret asking a million questions, because that's just not me. I don't pry. I'm just like, who cares? Like, she doesn't care. And if you saw how I acted with some of my ex-boyfriends, you would all be very scared. So I'm like, for real. So it's like, I thought it was prying too much. I get that Teresa was getting frustrated, because I'm like, just shut up already. Like, she doesn't care. She doesn't want the info, So,
right. It's not like when Bethany tells Luann on Roni about what's his name? Tom. And Luann, like, she kind of knows it's happening and she wants to know, but she doesn't want to know. But Teresa really doesn't want to know. So just let her be happy.
She never wants to know. No. So it's like, and we all know that, So it's like one of those things. Like, I get there was a couple red flags and all the crap circulating. Fine. Of course we're going to bring it up. Did we have to bring it up 15,000 times? No, but it was really Margaret who brought it up 15,000 times. So it's just, it is what it is. You also can't expect to bring a new man onto a reality show with Page Six writing all these things, and you think someone's not gonna say it. I mean, that's silly to think too. You've been around a long time to know that that's not gonna happen.
People are going to talk about it. And we talked to Teresa last week, and she said something that really stuck with us. It was like, she's like, of course Louis has a past, but look at me. I have a past. Like, look at what I had to go through. But Melissa, was it hard for you to be stuck in the middle? Because you are good friends with Margaret. And then, yes, Teresa's your sister-in-law.
Yeah, but I can be real with my friends. Like, there's multiple times you can see me telling Margaret, can you stop asking her? Because, like, nobody cares. And, like, she doesn't care. And what are you trying to prove? So it's like, once she gets through her head that all of his exes are saying these things, like, it's not going to change anything. So I liked having relationships where I can be honest and tell my girlfriend, like, you kind of look silly right now. Like, stop asking her. And I do say that to Margaret. So that's just me. That's my relationship. I want you to tell me, like, if I'm doing something wrong. So that's why her and I have a good relationship, because we don't get, like, offended. Where I know Teresa just doesn't want a question asked. So it's like a hard thing. You just have to get used to who you're dealing with, If
you ever wrote an autobiography, Melissa, you'd have to call it In the Middle, because you're always in the middle.
Always. Oh, wait, how about even the last episode, I think it was, in Nashville, and like Margaret and Teresa are at the opposite ends of the table screaming, and all of a sudden Teresa's like, Melissa! And I'm like,
yeah.
Always. Nothing to do with this conversation. It's just, I'm so used to it that I now laugh at it. Thank God. Like, I used to not laugh. I used to be like, why? I just laugh at it all. Now, to me, it's all funny,
Right.
So. Which is a great way to think about it, because I would get tired of it. I would get tired of you have your real friends and then the family drama, and it all has to intertwine.
It's
Yes.
crazy.
And so I'll be honest with you. I think you could see me get tired of it at the reunion.
Okay.
And I get very real. I'm just like, I'm done. Let's stop talking about family. There is no family.
Oh my God.
And I feel so free. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so good about it. Like I have nothing to like cover up. We don't have to like fake the funk. Like let's tell everyone what it is so they stop asking.
One person that I think we were all happy to see have her happy ending. Dolores seems really happy with her man. Have you met him?
I only met him once, and it was like because we both showed up at Houston's at the same time, and there's always a line at Houston's.
Yeah, and they don't take reservations. It's so annoying.
They're the worst to get into with the best food. So it's like we couldn't. She was sitting in the car with him, and I came out to say hi to him real quick. So I have to say like I've met him, but I haven't really officially met him.
Okay. She looks so great. So I'm happy that
she does look happy. She looks really, really happy. So good for her.
Melissa, besides Dolores and all that, like, where do you stand with all the ladies after the reunion?
Well, I will tell you this, the cast as a whole, you know how sometimes Andy kind of makes everyone come back together at the end. We did not all come back together. Some of us did, some of us didn't, but it's not one of those happy endings that we all leave like, okay, we forgive, let's move on. Definitely not. So you're going to see who kind of made up and who didn't.
I assume Margaret and Teresa did not make up. No, actually, both of them already have said they did not make up whatsoever.
They did not. They did not walk off like hunky-dory, like we're all good. Like, did not happen.
Did you, though, have any issues with any of the other ladies that I know you and Teresa had a moment, you know, you feel free, you feel good about it, but did you have anything else going on with any of the other ladies during the reunion?
Jennifer and I went back and forth a little bit just because we've always had one of those relationships too, that we just can't get it together. And I really don't appreciate the way she speaks to my husband. So that's always an issue for me. And just her persona, the way she goes at him, I feel like it could be disrespectful. And I'm very respectful to all the men. I just feel like we shouldn't, I don't know. That's where I battle with her a little bit, is the way she'll speak to Joe.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And
I don't mess with that. You know, like I'm just like,
yeah.
No, it's not. Who's gonna want to be friends with someone who like speaks that way, you know? And I've had plenty of reasons to say negative things to Bill, especially with everything. And I'm not going to do that, you know? So, and especially the fact that this is Teresa's like very good friends. It's weird to me that she feels comfortable doing that. I feel like that says a lot too. There's just so much writing on the walls over like the puppet master and like everything, and what people trying to please, what they think would please their friends. And I'm over it. Like, I'm just ready to be real and call everyone out.
I'm loving this, Molly. I can tell that you feel free.
I don't give a crap.
She's done.
It feels so good.
So Melissa, what do you think for next season? Are you liking this cast? What do you want? More ladies, less ladies? What do you think?
More. I want so many more. I want new ones. I want them to come in like I did at 31 with like 3 kids.
I agree.
On their feet. Like, that's what I want. I want more. I want new. I want different. I am sick of the same old story. I don't want to talk about Teresa's drama or her, like, whatever's going on, Tremolder. I'm over it. Like, I want fresh and new and fun.
I'm here.
I agree.
I'm on team fresh, new, fun.
I love this cast, but I think additions are always great. I don't want to lose anyone, but I definitely want maybe a couple, like you said, like maybe a little younger, just starting out, a little more like fresh and doe-eyed, like you were.
Yes. Yes.
Not that you're still not fresh, but you definitely had that naivety of reality TV.
Yeah, having babies. I had a newborn. I had a 2-month-old like on the show. You know, it was. I don't even know how I did it. I think about it now. I'm like, how did I do that with all these little babies everywhere without help at the time too? I have help now that they're older. I didn't have help then. I'm like, how did I film a reality? I don't even know how I did it. I really don't. And now I have like Envy. I have the podcast. I have just like so much going on that it's like, I don't even know. I don't know. Now I need all the help, you know? So.
And now they're almost all grown up, which is crazy.
crazy.
It's so
In
true.
2016, she's gonna get her driver's license this year, which is like insane to me.
Would you ever want Antonia? I mean, I can kind of tell from Antonia's personality, she'd probably not be interested. But the way Gia has kind of transitioned to doing the show more, do you think that would be of interest for Antonia, or you would be interested in her doing that?
Antonia would never say a negative thing on this show to like any adult ever. She just wouldn't. Not because like it's just not who she is. She wouldn't feel comfortable, and I would not feel comfortable with her doing that either.
Right.
For what? Like, what does that do for her? No way. She's got a whole life to live. She does not need to come on a show and argue with adults. Like, it's not happening.
Okay.
No.
Well, we're so excited to see the reunion tonight. We have not seen it, so we're going in like the rest of the audience. Which
yes. Well, be excited. It's a good one. Be excited.
Describe it, Melissa. This is kind of a cheesy question, but describe it in one word. Like, what is the one word?
I know people ask me this thing with the one word, and I'm always just like, I don't know. I mean, eye-opening, is that 2 words?
That can work.
Okay, it's eye-opening.
Okay. It's eye-opening and freeing for Melissa.
That never mind. I want freeing. Can we go with that? That's one word. It's freeing. That's my word.